Okay, some of you probably thought you were going to get out of here without me telling a joke, but I know a lot of you probably think this is what you come here for, so. Okay, Joe and Dave were out hunting when Dave keels over. Frantic, Joe dials 911 on his cell phone and blurts out, "My friend just dropped dead, what should I do?" A dispatcher on the other line says, "Don't worry, I can help. First, let's make sure he's really dead." After a brief silence, the operator hears a shot, and Joe comes back to the phone. "Okay," he says nervously to the operator, "what do I do next?" Okay, before I get to the Officer of the Year, I just want to mention some of the things that occurred this year, some of the notable events. You're all familiar with the meth labs that we've encountered this year, both mobile and in apartments. There was the arrest of the heroin dealer, which I think a lot of people don't realize that happened on a Friday night at the last minute. Some information came in. We rounded up a team not only to make entry, but also to do the search. We called several guys that came in at the last minute. They also agreed to take their overtime in camp to save the city money so that it wouldn't cost too much. One of them actually got hurt doing it, continued through till the arrest was made, the scene was safe, goes up to the hospital, gets stitches, and comes back and goes to work. Some dedicated people. We had the found remains that turned out to be a homicide victim. We've had burglaries to residences and homes. It's probably one of the most unsettling things for the community. If you come home, your house has been broken into. If an arrest is made, you get your property back, that helps a little bit. Thefts from vehicles, we've had several arrests for those. Disorderly activity, numerous criminal mischiefs, drug arrests, serious assaults. We had one where an individual was on life support, luckily pulled through. Some of the newer things, computer crimes, monitoring sex offenders and stuff like that. Last year in the summer, we had several members volunteer to help out, and we had a few detail directing traffic as the procession came through. And the traffic enforcement, every day you'll see cars out there getting pulled over, getting stopped. Last year we were fortunate, we had no fatals in the city. Another incident that happened that a lot of times people don't hear stuff like this, but an officer one night on a midnight shift, you get a call of a disoriented woman. They hear some screaming. He ends up finding this woman in waist-deep snow over by the towers after she became disoriented. Had he not found her, she probably wouldn't have made it through the night. Now as we get to this year's Officer of the Year, this year's award again goes to an officer that's working while most people are sleeping. Like last year's recipient, his attention to detail along with his persistence and abilities make him a valuable member of the midnight to 8 a.m. shift. The Officer of the Year for 2009, if you can come up here, is Officer Will Clark. Okay, Officer Clark came on the department in April of 2007. In that short time, he has twice been recognized for being one of the top producers in the arrest of intoxicated drivers and was the highest producer for our department in 2009. This is not a pleasant task, as dealing with intoxicated persons under arrest can be trying and can also try your patience, and he handles it well. Professional conduct, his productivity is among the highest. In 2009, he issued 269 traffic tickets, which was second highest, made 84 arrests, fourth on the department, issued 234 parking tickets, highest among patrol officers, and answered 372 calls, the highest for the midnight to 8 a.m. shift. He received a commendation in 2008 for his part in the apprehension of 2 people that have been involved in damaging 19 vehicles and causing close to $7,000 worth of damage. He was recognized for a 2009 case in which 2 suspects were arrested for stealing all-terrain vehicles. It was noted that Officer Clark and fellow officers relentlessly pursued suspects through swampy areas with mud up to their waist in the early morning hours to make the apprehension and recover the four-wheelers. He and his fellow officers did this without complaining and handling themselves in a professional manner. Officer Clark does not hesitate to come in at the last minute or to help out with departmental details. He was one of the volunteers that helped with the funeral procession last summer. He was among those officers that came in on that Friday night at the last moment to assist in the execution of the search warrant that removed the heroin dealer off the street. His conscientious effort on patrol helped to detect and prevent criminal activity, finding an open door at a business, securing it to prevent a theft, and notifying the owner so it can be checked better the next time they close up. Checking a parked vehicle when he finds the door ajar or someone went through it and left it so as not to wake up the owner are examples of his work. Finding suspicious conditions, alert patrols to check those in the area and help to identify suspects as well as prevent further illegal activity. Routinely checking persons at odd times or in unusual areas can later assist in the investigation of a crime. Checking for illegally parked vehicles in the middle of the night during winter storms so plows can safely clear the roads. At the end of the shift, they'll serve summonses and open cases or conduct traffic enforcement to keep the roads safe for the morning work traffic. Officer Clark has a good rapport with people and members of this department. He never complains and is always willing to help. His commitment to duty is a plus for the department and most of all to the citizens of the city of Oneida. Officer Will Clark.
Not much of a speaker, so it'll be brief. This wouldn't be possible without the support of my family and a great group of guys I work with. Thanks a lot.